Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Lance going to put it up right away. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Lance touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the... ...38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. A little juke. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Stafford. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Rams. Auden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Lance now to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Here's Williams to return. And he'll be out right at the 35.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And the Rams come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Down inside the 10. Touchdown!
Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter.
And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff left, McCaffrey. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance, rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Lance looking to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, 49ers. Tommy Tremble, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is taken at the 18. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. On third down, here's Mitchell. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 20. That one good for 33 in the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Lance now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head to halftime.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job. Just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep turning forward, and he gained more yardage.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tate
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
You talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And some room to work. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 238 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for San Francisco, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.